You're listening to The Swingdom, the champion podcast.
No, we're not. We've changed it again.
I'm not even sure what we want to call this, because apparently you're trying to talk about Jimmy Butler.
So we had a previous, just a minor discussion. I'm just going to keep adjusting things on the fly.
I mean, the problem is that you wanted to talk about Jimmy Butler.
No,
why?
I just said that I think he's
about Nikola Jokic.
I think he's an inch. Yeah. I just think Jimmy Butler, he's got a good story right now. The Heat,
what's
whatever,
his good story?
East, West.
What's his good story? That he put up 9 points the other day.
Okay, let's talk about golf. Let's get into golf. Okay. Ready?
You're listening to
The Couch Caddies.
Boom.
Boom.
The Couch Caddies.
Let's try that again.
You're listening to
The Couch Caddies,
the podcast of the year. 2 guys, 28 clubs, 0 putts given, with your hosts Ben Ridner and Gunnar Kane.
All right. I like the bird chirping in the background.
I got a haircut.
Me too. I got a haircut today.
We're looking good. I got a haircut yesterday. Last night.
Where'd you go?
My bathroom.
Oh, okay. I went to Sports Clips. You know why?
Oh, dope! Because you can watch Jimmy Butler lose.
That's exactly.
Not play very well. He didn't lose, but
I got a haircut for 20. Guess where my feelings came from? My feelings on Jimmy Butler came from 20
minutes of having to watch. It was a great game. Game 7, but you know.
All right.
Have a great time in the championships.
Yeah, welcome to the Couch Caddies, previously known as the Swingdom. I prefer the new name. I there's a lot of content out there.
I do the idea of Monday morning quarterbacking golf.
Well, this is the thing. I'm pretty excited to talk about the Charles Schwab Invitational Challenge. The Charles Schwab Challenge.
Is that what it is? A challenge?
Yeah, it was a challenge. It was a challenge to watch.
Challenging.
That's what they should have called it.
It's challenged is what I think is the.
It's tough. I got a couple points to make. Let's get it. I'm Ben.
Make them.
I'm here with my best golfing buddy Gunnar, and listening in on producing this week's episode is Kate.
Oh, is Kate producing? Did we get a producer all of a sudden?
I'm not qualified to be producing anything, so I don't think you want me to be.
Is Kate mic'd up?
Yeah, I've got Kate mic'd up.
Oh, smokes. I'm not even really mic'd up.
Yeah, she's mic'd up. I don't know
what any of it's even means.
She's not going to be on camera. She refuses to be on camera, but she is mic'd up.
I thought Kate had a segment.
She's going to, but she's, I've got to put more effort into it. She's going to have a segment on golf fashion. And it's basically going to be her making fun of Victor Hovland.
Oh yeah, has to be.
Really,
did you see what he said? They asked him about it, and he's like, "They pay me, so I don't really give a shit."
Showed Kate was like, "Ooh, that's all orange."
It's all orange.
Yeah.
For everybody who doesn't know, Kate is our first and best producer we've ever had.
Yeah.
So big shout out.
Great job producing.
Shout out.
So I sort of explained Victor Hovland gets away with all the orange because he is an Oklahoma State Cowboy.
Of course, like Ricky Fowler,
Matt Wolf. So he's
Broncos fans, I heard.
Probably
have to be.
That makes sense.
You gotta be.
Oklahoma State. They don't have a team in Oklahoma in the NFL, do they? They've got Kansas City.
Well, they shouldn't.
That's also true. Is that Missouri or is that Oklahoma? It's both, isn't it?
Well, it'd be Missouri and Kansas.
Yeah. So this week in golf was the Charles Schwab Challenge. Emiliano Grillo won that basically on the 18th hole.
And you know what? Good for him, because all the best players left the PGA Tour, and it gives guys like Emiliano Grillo a chance.
When was the last time he won? We saw him play. The last time he won was in DC.
That is true.
We were there.
Oh yeah, it was at the what did they call that? The tournament.
It was the Quicken Loans. It was the Quicken.
No,
Loans.
It wasn't the Quicken Loans.
It was.
They changed it. It was the Quicken Loans, but
it was. Yeah, now it's changed. Yeah, when it used to go
it's not even there.
Detroit and
bring
DC.
Golf back to DC, which Liv did. Yeah. Thank you, Liv Golf.
We'll talk about that a little bit as
Liv did everything we wanted golf to do, and that's why everybody shut the hell up.
Yeah. So There's going to be a live segment. There's always
I'm
a live
becoming a
segment.
bigger live fan every week, if you can't tell.
I'm not. So the thing is, right, and I get most of my information. I absorb a lot of my information off of other podcasts. I'm reading Golf Week, Golf Digest. I just try to like basically keep my thumb on the pulse because we're not behind the ropes. Like we don't have press badges. Like we're just on our couch on a Monday being like, hey guys,
I don't even have the
what
Golf Channel. So
you don't
it gets
need
tough.
it. Like the only thing you need these days is like a Twitter and an Instagram, so you can watch Brandel Chambly get absolutely murdered by Brad Faxon.
Look, I hate Brandel Chambly
Everybody
so
hates
much.
him. Did you see him get murdered by Brad Faxon?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was amazing.
Brad Faxon's like, he's an American. He should play on the American team. And Brandel was like, but
I was like, blah, 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 blah,
it's the
blah,
PGA.
blah,
It's the
bad
PGA.
take, bad take.
Ugh, miserable. So it was. This is the thing. I didn't realize the memorial. The memorial is supposed to be played Memorial Day weekend.
Yes.
It's not like the memorial at Jack's place. We're not like remembering Jack. It's like the memorial of America, like Memorial Day. And it's supposed to be played Memorial Day weekend, but I guess all the schedule changes in the last few years have switched that around. So that's kind of bogus, but they're sort of boasting.
It was Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah, it's like they've got 8 of the top 10 players at the Memorial, like Cam Smith, because he's a live, he's not going to be there. Brooks Koepka is not going to be there. And it's, they're just trying to be like, this is the strongest field in golf, which is true, which I sort of have come to terms with the fact that I don't think live is necessarily trying to compete with the PGA Tour. I think live is actually doing a better job of competing with like the European Tour and becoming a very, very strong number 2.
It's a tour.
Yeah.
It's a tour.
I don't think they're
right.
going to knock off number 1. I just don't think they have to be like 4th or 5th down the list. I think they could easily be number 2 and be content at number 2.
Because everybody who's playing at live.
Yeah. Yeah. So last week, if you listened, thank you very much for listening. If you're listening again this week, we appreciate it even more. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, leave a review. It helps us in Apple iTunes, in Spotify, in Amazon, whatever it is, in Audacious, whatever people are listening to podcasts.
Keep talking. I have got to tell you the name of this tournament.
Which one? Okay, he's gone.
So it's the National. I had to look at the flag. The National. That's what it was.
Sorry, it's the Quicken Loans National.
Became the National.
Okay, yeah. I thought it was the National. Maybe it's the National presented by Quicken Loans.
I didn't listen to a thing you said after I couldn't remember the name of this tournament.
Oh, okay. So, last week we were trying. We sort of had like this fun little bit. We're trying to remember, like trying to figure out what the name of the designated events should be. And I came up with a really great name for the designated events.
Yeah.
You ready? I think it should be called the PGA Tour.
Oh, patent it.
Yep, patent it. Okay. I think it should be called the PGA Tour. And then the non-designated events should be called like the web.com, maybe like the Corn Ferry Tour.
Oh, yeah. Corn Ferry would be a good sponsor.
Yeah, they'd be a good sponsor. And then I think they could rename the Corn Ferry Tour like AAA or Double A.
They could tell me I'm crazy.
Like that's
tell me I'm crazy.
It is.
They could call it like something like Q School or something like qualifier school.
Yeah.
They could call it Q School or something. It has a ring to it.
Or they could call it.
I may have heard that before, but
yeah. Like it just sort of like it's not that this week was unwatchable. It's like, have you ever heard of Harry Hall?
No. They basically split the PGA Tour in 2.
Yeah.
After being split in 2.
And then there was Schenk. And the only reason I know Emiliano Grillo is because he's one of the most solid ball strikers of the last
Could you imagine
10
your last
years,
name being Schenk as a golfer?
Yeah, that's tough.
That's tough.
That's really tough. And
it's like if your last name, if you were a basketball player and your last name was Brick or Airball.
You're ridiculous.
What if your last name was Technical Foul? That would be tough. It'd be tough to play basketball.
Yeah, no, I'm totally with you on that. I'm just trying to they always do this to me.
What if you're a football player and your last name was pass interference? It would be hard.
That would be really
It'd
hard.
be hard.
I would
It'd
not
be
be a
hard.
fan of that. I would not be a fan of that at all. But it was, yeah, I mean, Harry Hall hits it into the water on 18 and sort of like loses it, and Emiliano Grillo wins. And
Now, does he win or is it lost to him?
So I
Am
think,
I saying that right?
No, that's fine. I mean, Emiliano is on the, he's on the first tee trying to get ready for what he assumes is going to be a playoff. And that doesn't happen. So, yeah, you've got Emiliano Grillo, Adam Schenk, Scotty Scheffler in tied third, Harry Hall, Paul Haley, Sam Burns, Ricky Fowler, Michael Kim, and Max Homa basically is the top 10.
Let me ask you a question. What's the bigger story, Emiliano Grillo winning or Ricky Fowler?
Ricky Fowler is like making a huge comeback.
Huge comeback. So he's won $4 million this year.
Yeah.
And he won $3 million
in the last 3 years.
In the last 3 years.
Yeah.
What? He's back. Is he coming back? Is he back?
I think.
Am I calling that too early?
I don't know. I mean, this is a guy who back in 2016, was it 16 or 17? Top 5 to all 4 majors.
17.
Well, yeah. So, right. So, this is a guy who, the biggest expectations coming out of college was supposed to challenge Rory McIlroy
he
before.
Top 3 to all majors.
Yeah. Okay. So, thank you. Top 5, top 3. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. That's a big difference.
It's a big difference. Okay. And
because that's when it is a big difference, Ben. Don't look at me like that. I mean, it's a huge difference. Not only is it a money difference, but he almost won 4 majors.
No,
you know what I mean?
I was laughing because it's one of those things where that's a huge difference in golf, because there could be 7 guys T2 or T3.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then there could, it's basically the difference between T3 and T5 could actually be 10 or 15 places.
Now, I'm not professional enough to have information in front of me, but I'm pretty sure he was solo second in the Masters and the Open Championship.
Yeah. Was this the same year that he won the Players? No. Okay.
No, he won the Players 2 years later.
Yeah.
But
he's
because that's when the whole discussion of, is he the best player to never win a major?
So the next question is how do you feel about the new putter situation?
I have a lot to say about club fitting, and I think do what works. I don't care. I don't even care.
I agree with that.
If he came out there and putted with his lob wedge because that's what worked best, I'd be all for it.
Yeah. There's a couple of really interesting putting grips and putting situations out there. Adam Scott, was it chest anchor when he won the Masters? There's all sorts of crazy stuff. I think Webb Simpson as well when he won the U.S. Open.
Yeah, which one was first?
Was it the PGA or was it the U.S. Open? We'll figure it out. We'll let you know.
Because after those, they banned the chest anchor.
Yeah. So, but people still have long putters. So, I think Ricky's got the forearm putter. Or
I respect the forearm. I can't use it to save my life. I've tried it, but
it doesn't even make sense to me. But he it's really weird to see him not putting with Scotty Cameron Select, with the Newport. When he's not putting with that blade putter, it's just weird. He's got his
no
whole
free ads, but maybe he got fitted at Club Champion.
He may have. You got fitted at Club, or I guess Gavin
did.
Got
we're saving that for what we've done this week in golf. But let me tell you what, stay tuned because I've got a lot of no free ads coming for Club Champion.
Yeah. So Ricky Fowler has an Odyssey putter.
I like it.
With a massive grip.
Is it the triple track?
I wish it was the triple track. It's not the triple track.
It should be.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried to line up a triple track, by the way?
The golf
have you
ball
seen
or
have you seen
the matching
the ads
putter?
For the ball and the putter? Have you seen the ads for the triple track?
Well, they got the new ones.
The lines. I can't do it.
Make you better.
It freaks me out.
So this is the way that they've come out with how to put different lines on different balls is insane. So let's stick with Callaway, right? So Callaway's got the triple track, and what they did this year to make the triple track newer and improved, it goes all the way around the ball now.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
That's kind of neat.
The new ones go all the way around the ball. My question is like there's like a center of a golf ball.
Uh-huh.
And like the triple track may not always hit the center. You know what I mean?
True or false, Callaway makes the worst golf ball on the planet.
I mean, like compared to like Nitro or Top Flight, or what you mean, like Titleist?
Yeah.
Titleist, Callaway, or
ball. Yeah.
What was so if the four, what are the four? What are the four for you?
Pro V, Titleist.
Yeah, Titleist. Okay.
Callaway. What do they call it? Chrome.
Okay. Callaway. Well, I guess Callaway Chrome.
It's the Chrome series. Yeah, the Chrome series.
Okay.
The Pro V series.
Yep.
Taylor made the TP series.
The TP5s, yeah.
Bridgestone.
I forgot about Bridgestone.
What is that ball called? Because I used to play it, and I don't play it. Kirkland,
it's like the Tour. No, it's like the Tour B or whatever.
Oh yeah, Tour B.
Yeah,
Tour B series. Am I missing one?
Yeah. Just
Strixon.
Strixon, the Z Star or in the Q Star.
Z series.
Yeah.
The Star series. Yeah. We should say.
Yeah.
No, Z Star. The Z series. Yeah, because the Q Star is the amateur ball, if you will.
Yeah. That's my favorite. I like the Q Star.
So out of those five, true or false, Callaway makes the worst ball.
Yeah. How would you rank them?
Hands down. I would say Titleist.
Yeah.
Now I do have bias, but Titleist, Bridgestone,
okay,
Strixon, TaylorMade, Callaway.
Okay.
Am I right in that?
The only I would just switch up Strixon. I would switch up Strixon and Bridgestone. But those are our balls. Yeah.
That's fair. Yeah. I play strictly Kirkland balls, by the way, now.
The performance or the performance pluses?
Yeah, I love them. I don't even care. Save your money.
They're really good. I mean, the thing
is, expensive.
Balls are expensive. I sort of refuse to buy Titleist Pro V1Xs, but that should be the ball I play. Like the softer.
That's the ball Gavin plays.
Yeah,
is the Pro V1X.
It's just softer for me. But I'm looking at it. I'm like, I just ripped the skin off of a $5 golf ball.
Well, you know what ball has the worst skin though is the TaylorMade TP series.
Yeah. They're terrible. Yeah.
It just comes that you can spit on it and then rub it and then it like crumbles off.
Good. That's good to know. It's the worst. I was gonna say actually I prefer Callaway to the TP5s.
Well, I think the Callaways are so inconsistent.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Because they never truly fix the core issue.
No. Like you don't get a true roll down those lines, which you're supposed to like try to do. So rolling the golf ball back there, there's still been no talk on it. That's a lot of golf ball talk from us. That's odd. We'll get back there, but yeah, I mean, I haven't there are 3 guys in the top 10 I've heard of, and only one of them's really a superstar, and he should have ran away with this thing, but Scotty Scheffler's putting since the Masters, at least for the eye test for me, he should have won the Masters. But his putting is just off.
Yeah.
He's number 1, tee to green. If you look up the stats, he's number 1 everywhere. And then he's in the 50s when it comes to strokes gained putting.
Yeah, but he's also been so damn consistent.
Yeah.
You can't keep that up.
No. And that's what I mean. It's I think the thing is everybody sort of, we know this, right? It's somebody wins 3 tournaments in a swing or 2 tournaments in a swing, and automatically it's when are they going to win 18 majors? When can we start calling them Tiger Jr.? And it's just really tough.
Speaking of Tiger, did you see the thing that came out today that was, and it could have been an old thing, but it at least recircled today, but it was that Tiger in 2008 had a handicap of plus 11.5.
No, I didn't see that, but that makes sense. Because that Marco Mira thing was circling again.
Yeah,
that Marco Mira thing was circling again. I forget which.
And guess what? Guess what Tiger didn't do? Win 18 majors. So
yeah. Well, this is the thing, right? And we is
Jack did.
Yeah. 21 right, if you include his AMs, but nobody includes them.
21. I do.
I count it as 21.
I think he was 157 majors actually.
Plus 19, right? So 21 plus 19. So he's top 2'd 40 majors.
Yes.
And we know how important that top 2 is compared to a top 5.
You're damn right, bro. Okay. I mean, come on, dude.
Yeah. So, okay. So Charles Schwab Challenge, nearly unwatchable. Congratulations, Mr. Griot, Emiliano, on your win. This means you'll be in all of the PGA Tour events next year.
Again, every B-roll player on the PGA Tour, I'm just going to say, I said again, but this is the first time I'm saying it out loud.
Yeah.
Every B-roll player like Emiliano Grillo should stand up on the podium and say, I'd like to thank Live Golf for removing all the competition from my tour.
Yeah, no, for sure. Like Cam Smith is still in the top 10 and he's only played in majors this year.
You cannot look at Emiliano Grillo and say he's an A player.
No.
You can't.
No, I was going to say
that might be why Ricky's doing so well. I don't know.
Yeah. No, I think so. I mean, I don't know that it is or isn't. Like, I don't know. You can't sit here and be like, well, Dustin Johnson isn't falling off. I mean, we'll talk about Liv in a little bit because, like, again, it's sort of it's like Harold Varner won on Liv, and it's like, where else has he won?
Well, I got a couple things to say about Harold Varner.
Yeah. So that's unwatchable. It wasn't that it was like, it was just, I'm sort of like, who is Harry Hall? Who is he?
I might do this from my phone more often, by the way. I'm just kind of looking at myself. I look good.
You do look good. That's the 4K. I don't know what it is. I feel like a bit red. I'll have to fix me and post a little bit. Am I in focus? I'm in pretty good focus.
You look good.
Thanks, man.
The green shirt really brings out your skin tone.
Thank you. I was trying to bring out my hazel eyes a little bit.
Oh, no, it's working.
Yeah.
I'm saying the whole look is working. That's why I'm wearing a blue shirt.
Nice.
Now you can't see past the thick lenses, but it's popping my eyes.
It is popping your eyes out really well. I like that.
I'm telling you.
To all of our female viewers, Gunner is looking great.
Pretty good.
Looking pretty great good today. So yeah, sorry to like mute. I'm muting the.
This is a golf podcast, by the way. For anybody just tuning in.
Yeah. So the memorial at Jack's place. Staple of the PGA Tour. It's this weekend. It starts tomorrow, maybe even today. It depends on when I edit this.
Today, probably.
Today.
Nothing against you. It just takes a long time and you do all the work. So
yeah, and it doesn't. It's just I'm crazy busy these days. So yeah.
Super producer Kate though might have to edit this video.
She might. I don't know. I don't know if I want her like looking at a video of you looking this good. So she might not get to edit this.
What do you want me to do, buddy?
So obviously this is Jack's tournament. His baby. It's at Muirfield Village in Ohio, Columbus, or is it Cleveland? It's in one of the two. It's who cares? It's Ohio. To anybody who's listening in Ohio, we love Ohio. We've driven through it twice. Route 80 going east and or west. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Jack, of course, gets asked if this is like a strong field because obviously Live players are not there, aka Brooks Koepka, Bryson DeChambeau, Dustin Johnson, Phil Mickelson. And Jack basically says, no, it doesn't basically. Jack actually says, whoa, that's a new picture of you, bud. Jack,
what?
You're like your pause screen is like a big picture of your face.
Oh yeah, that's that's me. That's me, buddy.
I know it's you. I knew it's you.
So everybody can be like, "Holy smokes, look at that!"
It's guy. Like you like really this close.
It really brings out the crow's feet. To be honest with you,
no, not crow's feet. And
no, it does.
They said, well, like, how do you feel that it's not the best field in golf? Obviously, Brooks just won a major PGA, the Wanamaker.
Right.
And Jack says, I don't consider them a part of the game anymore. Like they made their choice. I don't want to talk about it. Like they're not real golfers, like whatever.
No, he didn't.
Yeah.
Jack Nicklaus is full of shit.
This is a designated event, right? Like it's a $20 million purse. Winner walks out with $4 to $4.5 million. It's got, the highest ranked players in the world, right? The top 10, you've got Scotty Scheffler, John Rahm, Rory McIlroy, Patrick Cantlay, Xander Schauffele, Victor Hovland, Matt Fitzgerald. At 11 is Jordan Spieth, 13 Sam Burns, 15 Justin Thomas. So, you're missing number 6, number 9. I think 9's Cam Smith, and number 14 is Brooks Koepka. So it's just kind of like we get it.
Yeah.
We get it. It's sort of this, like at some point, right? Like the PGA and LIV are going to have to coexist. I mean, they already have to coexist at the moment. They may sort of separate as time goes on, but then eventually they're going to have to come back together and actually, coexist as long as, the money is still there for these LIV players. It doesn't seem like they care about viewership because they're on the CW, or, it's all online. I'm sure it's all gambling. It's all online viewership. I wonder if it's more worldwide viewership. It's not always televised live, which I think is interesting. It's sort of on from like 4 to 8 o'clock or 2 to 6 o'clock. It's a shotgun start. Yeah, I mean, it's like I always find it very strange when the idea is let's ignore the elephant in the room, even though everybody's asking you, why is there a giant like gray thing in the corner?
Yep.
And when Jack and now Rory, since obviously Jay Monahan backstabbed him for $3 million, and John Rahm comes out yesterday during his press conference, again, because of the Ryder Cup, we'll get into it. And it just seems like a lot of these guys don't really care where they play. They want to play with the best players in the world. A lot of these guys have enough money. They're not always playing for the money. They're playing for the OWGR. And when somebody...
who's playing for the money?
Who?
Harold Varner III.
Harold Varner III is definitely... Emiliano Grillo is playing for the money. He's not going to be world number one.
Not even close.
Like, there are a lot of guys out there who are...
We won't hear his name again for 3 years.
Emiliano Grillo, unless he like top tens it at a designated event, which he's now going to be invited to for the next year. So you're 100% right. We haven't heard his name for 3 years.
Emiliano Grillo doesn't top 30 in any designated event.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah, write it down.
Doesn't top 30 in any designated event.
Shouldn't be there.
He should. This is right.
He
and
really
this is what I'm saying. Like, especially next year when it's like top 70.
Right.
Like it's 70 plus. It's not going to be 120 anymore. It's going to be 70.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, like I said, we've renamed the designated events. It's the PGA Tour.
Yeah, that's what it should be.
And I'm not a troll. I'm not somebody out here like saying, the PGA Tour is garbage or like LIV is the best, or like what I'm saying is that they should be able to coexist.
Yeah.
Like we should, like, who is mad at extra golf?
I totally agree with you 100%, but I will play the troll role. I will be the troll on this.
Your shoulder chip is a lot bigger than my shoulder chip.
Yeah.
Yeah. You love getting angry about it. And I have to sort of, I got to keep the leash on you sometimes.
Yeah, because the PGA Tour is full of shit. That's the problem.
Well, and I guess that's like the better side of us. Like that's the side we're taking, right? We're not taking the side that like LIV is the best thing that's ever happened.
Right.
Like LIV is garbage.
In the grand scheme of things, pretty much.
Yeah, like LIV is a mediocre product that they like slap lipstick on and like parade in front of us.
Uh-huh.
But
and
at the same time,
like it is. Yeah.
But like at the same time, like you don't see the NFL going after the AFL because at the end of the day, the NFL knows what it is.
The AFL, like, what is this? The 60s?
Well, isn't that the American Football League? Isn't that came back out?
No.
The XFL?
The XFL.
Yeah. Okay, let's say the NFL's not going after the XFL.
Oh, you're thinking of the AAF.
Oh, the AAF. Yeah. Sorry.
Or Arena League.
Yeah. Like the PGA Tour should have been like, please take these guys.
Yeah.
Like, they don't want to be
100%.
here. Like take them. Like we don't like the less we acknowledge you, the less press you're going to get.
Oh yeah.
But
the PGA Tour blew this up.
Yeah. The PGA Tour like gave them a platform. The PGA Tour said, get on, like the PGA Tour was like, hey, why don't you stand on stage with us and then we'll try to push you off instead of just being like, no little kids, like, you go back to your seats in the auditorium. Like this is where the big
because
boys
they
are.
Invited them up onto the platform, then they got slapped in the mouth when Brooks won the PGA Championship.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, they should have just been like, well, we know like good players play at Live. Like we know that's where they went. Like they went for the money. It's sort of what happens. Like good for Brooks. Like I get the whole like, hey, like, if you're going to Live, you may not be welcome back at regular PGA Tour events. But it shouldn't have been this whole like these getting every PGA Tour player to like stand up and like shake their fists like it was some sort of union.
Well, and let me be clear too: the live golf is full of shit too.
Yeah,
they're totally the only person at this point who's not full of it is Harold Varner III. He's the only one who's not full of it.
I think maybe Taylor Gooch.
Oh yeah, Taylor Gooch maybe.
There's like a few guys who have no business being on the LIV tour who were just like, wait, you're gonna pay us like millions of dollars to play? Like we weren't gonna win on the PGA tour.
Right.
like, wait, you're giving us a chance to win and win more money than PGA Tour players?
Way more money.
Of course I'm walking into this. Like it's absolutely
right.
I saw a thing the other day. Chase Koepka. You know how much money he didn't even
$3 million.
No. You know how much he couldn't even cut it on the European tour. He couldn't.
No, he couldn't.
He couldn't get out of the Corn Ferry tour. Like I don't think he made it through Q school for Corn Ferry or Webb. Like you know how much he's made as a part of Brooks's team? You said $3 million.
Yeah.
$11 million.
Oh, I love it. Good for him.
It's a good big brother.
Oh my God, he rocks.
Like it's, you know what I mean? Like, no, anybody who sits back and is like, a lot of these guys have no right playing like for that much money. Does
anybody want to pay me $11 million to play trash?
Yeah, I mean, all you have to do is go out there and beat Brooks, beat Chase Koepka. I don't know, like I don't know how you get it.
I think I could.
I would love it. I'm pretty sure, right? Like pretty sure at some point, like Liv is going to try to get like DJ Khaled.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Let's go golfing.
Yeah, let's go golfing, or like Marky Mark, right? Like why can't I remember his Mark Wahlberg? Yeah, like
Did you see Donnie Wahlberg was at the Heat game?
Was he?
Yeah,
they all live in Miami. They all have Miami
featured up. He was on like the list of stars there. Donnie Wahlberg was, and I was like,
kids on the block. Yeah,
really?
But this is right. I mean, like this is what like Liv is doing. Liv is accelerating the platform for these people. Like you know who had a chance to win on the PGA Tour and probably made the mistake of going to Liv? Joaquin Niemann.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. Like Mito Pereira. Like some of these younger guys who were growing up and into it. And like the guys who should have gone to Live, the Henrik Stensons, the Ian Poulters, the Sergio Garcias, the Phil Mickelsons, the Dustin Johnsons. Brooks, I think, is like one of the only special exceptions.
Oh no, I think Cam Smith is.
Yeah, no, I'm saying like Cam Smith, probably Bryson DeChambeau, Cam Smith, and Brooksy should have stayed at the PGA Tour.
I think Harold Varner III should have.
I think remember, I don't know. He never came back from the collapse at Shinnecock.
Oh man, it was so bad.
It's so bad. I mean, like I remember watching like there's that par 3, I think it's like 2 or 3, and like Brooks had to go help him find his ball in the woods.
Oh, it was bad. I was there for that.
I know you were.
Not good.
It was not good. No.
It was not okay.
No.
The whole tournament, by the way, was not okay, but it was bad.
So
it was amazing as a viewer, but
if Brooks, if Chase Koepka is going to make $11+ million, and Harold Varner, who again like had some real opportunities to win on the PGA Tour, and he's not getting. I think the thing a lot of them is like, well, I'm not getting any younger. I might as well take the $10 or $20 million.
But I think like somebody like Harold Varner III, Cam Smith, this was the next wave. Like.
Yeah, you think? I don't know that I don't know how old Harold Varner III was. I thought he was a bit older. I thought he was like sort of mid-30s, late 30s.
Yeah, but I mean, he would have taken like the Bubba Watson route. Like
a couple of Masters,
struggled, but been like a stable person on the PGA Tour.
Yeah,
he's good. I mean, don't get me wrong; he's a very good player.
33. Harold Varner III is 33.
She's young.
32. Come on, about to be 33. Yeah, no, that is young. Yeah, he's probably got. I mean, you got until like 36, 37 to really get into major shape. So
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're right, but he took home $4 million this weekend.
Hell yeah, he did. I'll take it all day.
Yeah. So,
are we making picks for this tournament live on this podcast?
We are.
Oh, good.
Yeah, we are. And because it's Memorial, and because
we're actually
everybody's
really
there.
Good.
Yeah, I've won twice now. Nobody won this last week because nobody.
No, but we were three top tens.
Yeah, 3 top tens. And so, yeah, it's like it's the Memorial at Jack's place. Everybody's going to make a big deal out of it. Jack Nicklaus is going to.
Jack Nicklaus is full of shit. This is where I'm at today, by the way.
No, like you're not wrong. Like the thing that drives me nuts is there's two guys who never, like they just never kind of know when to like Tiger Woods knows when to like just sort of. All right, on to Cincinnati.
Yep.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Like Jack Nicklaus, and you know who's the worst of it? Gary Player.
Oh my God, he's so bad.
He just never, ever, ever has anything good to say.
No, about anything.
About anything. He's just like, oh man, back in the 40s and 50s, that's when all the real golf was played.
Yeah, but then you'd even ask about him, and he'd be like, it was shit.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, like, well, we're gonna let's take a quick break, and then we'll come back for our picks. So we'll do that.
Stay tuned.
It's time for us to put down our bag.
Yep.
And hear from our sponsors.
Sorry, it was broken. You guys can't talk about golf if it's not recording. That's the entire point of this podcast.
Yeah.
He tell you he bought me lessons. Well, no, the lessons came from
Bought lessons?
No, I bought the lessons.
Yeah, but I thought you bought the time at the place and the lessons were part of the package.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have bought the package if it didn't have the lessons.
Right.
Well, so I'm gonna take lessons.
Hell yeah. That's the best way to get better.
Hopefully I don't punch the instructor in the face or throw anything at Ben. I don't know.
No, throw something at Ben, but don't hit the instructor. He's just doing his job.
I like definitely the past couple of times, and I know like every time I say this, Ben's like, no, then you are playing golf. I'm definitely getting frustrated.
Oh yeah, because golf's the worst sport on the planet. Everybody knows.
She wants to be so good right now. I'm like, you've only swung the golf club like less than 100 times.
Golf is terrible.
I know, but like I don't like to do things that I'm not good at.
Give up golf. Give it up now.
Isn't that like a normal like feeling up, right?
Why do you think we spend hundreds of thousands of dollars on golf? Because we want to be better, because we hate being terrible at it.
Oh yeah, there's something about golf.
Don't you just like give up?
No, because it's always against yourself. It's just you playing
some
against
people
you.
do. Yeah, because it's always your fault.
Yeah, like I can't blame anybody else, right?
Yeah, that's what makes it so like, and then you get the one good one, and you're like, oh shit, I found something.
Right, it like keeps you on the hook.
7-iron, 92 yards.
I love it.
101 yard rollout. I was super proud. I was so impressed.
Yeah, that was one out of the rest were like 3.5 because I was.
No, not the rest. Out of 10
you know
shots,
what? You've got
3 of them went over 80 yards.
Everybody
and you've had 0 lessons. Sorry, Gunnar. You go.
No, well, what I'm saying is everybody can relate to this. It doesn't matter how you get there. The point is getting there.
Sure. So you say. I'll let you know after I
it's true.
It's very vague and abstract.
No, in golf. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, look at, Matt Wolf, Bubba Watson, never had a lesson in his life.
Never.
See, I want that natural.
I'm self-taught.
No, but the reason Bubba Watson is so good is because he hit 1.5 million golf balls, and he just figured it out himself over the course of decades.
Yeah.
And if anybody is going to look at Bubba Watson's swing and go, "Oh, he's really good. He's got a beautiful swing." No, he doesn't.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying to Ben yesterday, is that like I was just scrolling, and of course half of my Instagram feed is now golf stuff and following me everywhere. And there's just
Ben's
videos.
a good example. His swing looks like shit.
Well, that's what I was gonna say, is that like a lot of people get a lot of like they go viral if they have these hideous. It's almost like you just make yourself look bad, but you hit it far. You know, you can gain popularity just from that, not even being like having this beautiful swing.
Kate won't let me put any of her videos on our golf Instagram, and I really want
you should. How are we gonna get clicks, Kate? We're dudes.
Well, I don't. Ben likes to show me the numerous women's Instagram profiles that he follows.
like 3. I don't know. To be fair, I don't follow any of them. I just like I look them up and I show her so I can be like,
show up in his feed.
I hope he doesn't listen to this podcast, because Gavin follows a ton of women golfers.
Does he?
Well, to be fair, a lot of them like they appear to be very skilled, very talented, but also half of them, you know, people are watching because their boobs are out and they're wearing tight clothes.
Yeah. Okay, Ben. Quiz time. Who's the most followed? Other than Tiger Woods, who's
Paige.
the most
it's all Paige.
It's Paige Sporanic. That's right. And guess who couldn't make it on the LPGA tour?
She couldn't even make it. She had a hard time making it in college golf. She didn't even make Q school.
So nobody's
and
following
why is
her
she
for
the most popular?
Because she's,
I think.
Oh, have you not like? So I probably shouldn't, but like, she came out with like her story, and the story is like she was on the Arizona State golf team. She was dating this guy who's like a pro golfer.
Which is huge, by the way. Can we put a pause in that? She played D1 golf, which means she is better than 99.99% of players out there.
I think she played when John Rahm was there.
I don't think so. John Rahm definitely came after that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then somebody revenge porned her. And instead of like letting that ruin her life, she turned it into a career.
Hell yeah, good for her.
And now she's got like she's got like her own sort of like she has a sexy calendar. And you're right, like you follow this stuff and it all shows up. And I probably am like, look, I can see Kate's smirk on her face right now, like, oh, you have no idea. I know exactly who she is.
And Paige, if you're listening to this and we have any of this information wrong, please come on our podcast and correct us.
Yeah. But yeah, it's no, for me, like I think it's just important for, you know, the couch caddies to show, like we don't really show, we comment on the professional aspect of golf and then we showcase our amateur like level of golf.
Yeah, 100%.
Right. And like, there's something really cool and really outgoing about like following somebody from the beginning, like breaking 120, breaking 100, breking 90.
Oh yeah, 80. There's this Loudoun County, Virginia. I think it's in Loudoun County. Anyways, there's this guy we follow, and he picked up golf a couple years ago, and his Instagram is called Journey to Scratch.
Yeah,
and that's all he does. Oh, yeah. And we've just been watching him, and he's gotten so good.
There's like the Rick Shields side of it, right?
Meltdown. Yeah, he's had like meltdown rounds, and he still posts that, and it's like everybody can relate to it.
Yeah, there's the two sides of it, right? One is like your Rick Shields or your Mark Crossfields, or you're the guy, you're like the Me and My Golf guys, and it's like lessons. It's like this, follow this tutorial. Like I am a PGA pro, and like this is a swing tip. And then the other, like, and I'd say that's only like 20%. The other 80% of like the golf market is like people trying to break 80.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like that's it. Like breaking 80. I mean, that's the goal.
Yeah.
I was going through my car the other day, and in my glove box is the scorecard of me and you playing in at what's it called? The golf course in Wales, South Wales.
Oh yeah, South Wales. Yeah.
We played South, and I shot an 80.
Yeah.
And that scorecard is still in my glove compartment.
What did I shoot?
I think you shot an 86.
You're full of shit. I did not.
You didn't beat me. You and Gavin.
I never beat you, which is really pisses me off because I play so well.
Because I talk so much garbage in the middle.
You do talk to me the whole time.
Yeah.
I can't even like play golf because you're just talking to me the whole time.
Just talk to you the whole time. All right. Well, now we've got to get back to the podcast. I think Kate did agree to us letting us use her footage on the Instagram.
Did she? I think that's what I heard.
I think I heard that too. Yeah. Okay. Back to the show.
And now to your hosts, Ben Ridner and Gunnar Kane.
That's us.
That's still us. I like that at least those middle parts don't say the Swingdom, so we can still
I'm
use
glad that it's still the same people.
Yeah. I like that.
None of us have been removed from this mid recording.
No, I do have a couple of friends who are like sending me picks though. They're picks now, and they're like, why don't I get showcased? And I'm just like, number one, you pick the same picks as us. Number two, like we've 3 years of sending picks to each other.
Yeah, and back off, Jack.
Also, like, you don't listen to the podcast. When you start listening to the podcast,
oh yeah, you can't be doing that.
You can't be making picks.
You have to send it to the email.
You know who I reached out to, who I want to get on the podcast soon though, is RJ Golf Numbers.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I want to get him. I want to do like a Tuesday like pick pod.
Oh
with
yeah,
him
just
soon.
make picks. Yeah, because I need his picks because I was winning so much money off Golf Numbers.
Makes
I swear to God,
so much money. His algorithm is insane.
He
makes
is
so much
so
money.
good at making picks.
I think I'm just gonna bother him and then do like
especially those head-to-head bets he makes. Yeah. Oh my God.
I think I just need to do like a half hour or 45 minutes with him on a Tuesday
I am
night.
so mad that he puts his picks out after the fact.
I know.
It really pisses me off.
All right. So we've got to get to our picks.
Oh, yeah, our picks.
Which is going to be super easy because, like, it's right. It's
we already know who I'm picking. And I'm go first, right?
You go first. Yeah.
Shoffley.
Let me go. What? Really?
No. Let me get to my picks.
No, you said Xander Schauffele. That's it. You said it.
Yeah, Xander Schauffele. Wait. Hold on. It's even playing.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'm back. Yeah.
Playing.
Yeah, Shoffley.
Okay.
I'm not going to ride this collapse that Scotty Scheffler's on right now.
No, I'm not riding this either. This is why I'm looking at it right now, and I'm like, who's riding high? And for me, it's this is going to sound.
Are you writing this down?
No. You want me to?
Okay. Well, you got to put the post up.
Yeah. I'll just re-listen to it and write
it
down
when I
re-listen to it. Shoffley. Oh, man, that's not bad. Like, okay, I want to go Victor Hovland.
That's a good pick.
I know.
That's a good pick.
Who are you going
and
with?
I did it this way because I knew you weren't going to pick Scotty Scheffler, so I am.
No, that's fine.
But I wanted it to look like I had pulled one over on you.
You didn't.
So for real, put it Shoffley, then Scheffler. Don't put Scheffler first.
Okay.
Shoffley, then Scheffler.
So the way I do it, I try to do like so that your number one pick's like in the middle of, but you want to left to right, or
I don't care how you do it.
I'll do left to right for you then. That's fine. I'm going with John Rahm. I'm going with the Orca, the buoy.
I am riding the hot hands.
Yeah.
Well, John Rahm, I think, isn't gonna break top 20.
You don't think so?
No. And I don't know what it is. It's just, I get on these feelings.
Yeah, I know. He won it 3 years ago. He's won this before. So it's not like it's
100%. Yeah. I just think we've got to have
it's like lulls, right? Like we
have to have the hangover from the majors.
They get
and we'll pick
get into the sequencing. Like I think that he's done that. I think that the PGA was his hangover, and I think he's ramping back up. I think he's ramping back up for the U.S. Open. I think this is where he sort of like top fives.
Okay.
Gear up for the U.S. Open.
Okay.
Or as I like to call it, the USGA Championship.
Yeah, you shouldn't. But give me Slick Rick.
Slick Rick?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Ricky Fowler.
Yep.
That's your third pick.
Yep.
So you've got Schauffele, Scheffler, and Fowler.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So I almost want to have a fourth pick like this.
Are you going to say Patrick Cantlay right now?
No. Oh God, no. Okay. No, I'm not saying Patrick Cantlay. No, I'm not. Like, you want to know? I'm actually going to give you I'm in between 3 at the moment, right? Really 2, but 3. I'm going to go with 3. And then 2 and 1 together. But I like where Keegan Bradley's been the last month.
Oh yeah, I like that a lot.
I really like where Keegan Bradley's been the last month. Like he's just having fun. He's just playing his game. Like he's doing well.
Yes.
Again, like a post-live departure resurgence.
Oh yeah, why? Because
like
he was a B
%1,000,000%.
player.
Yeah.
Are you kidding
Yeah.
me? Tallest human being visually that I've ever met in my life.
And I love that he's always wearing Jordans. I just love that he's always wearing Jordans. And then my next two is like Sam Burns is on a hot streak and Jason Day just had a win.
Oh, I like Jason Day as an extra pick, but
well, how about this? I'm gonna go with Sam Burns as my third pick. You want Jason Day as like as a for fun pick?
Yeah, for fun.
And I'll take Keegan as a for fun pick.
Yeah, I like that.
Is that cool? Like the old like major winners like having a resurgence.
Yeah.
I
love it.
Fun. I mean, just making picks always is just fun. It's like the reason we do the podcast. It's the reason we just hang out and talk all the time, so we can just be like, no, my picks are better than your picks.
These are my dollar bets, by the way. I always bet these.
Do you?
Yeah.
This is why we got to get Golf Numbers back on the show. Shout out Golf Numbers. If you don't follow Golf Numbers on Instagram,
you have to go follow Golf Numbers.
Couch Caddies first,
good.
And then go follow Golf Numbers.
Oh yeah, if you're not following the Couch Caddies, Golf Numbers can.
Yeah, just wait. They can go
elsewhere. Yeah.
So I'm excited. I like watching the golf at Memorial. Like they obviously rebuilt it to set up as a stadium course, which is just really cool. It's Ohio. I always find it really weird. It's like they have the Texas swing, then they go like off to a major, then they go back to Texas, then they go to Ohio.
Yeah.
You know, do you want to talk about Liv? Liv was at DC at Trump National at DC.
I think I actually said all the things I wanted to say about Liv, although it was really nice because I live in the DMV.
Did you go at all?
No, I didn't go. I wanted to, but I'm not going to say any names, but we know somebody on the board of the directors for Trump National DC.
Yeah.
And they aggravate the living shit out of me. So I didn't want to run into them. And that was true.
Yeah. I don't mind.
That was true.
I don't hate that.
It wasn't worth going to see to then accidentally run into this person. Although I do think I could have probably gotten better access.
Yeah. I'm like a little bit confused. Like, why didn't you?
But yeah, I didn't go, and that was a mistake, I think.
Yeah.
Now that I'm saying all this out loud.
Yeah. So I've got Harold Varner III, Brendan Grace, South African, has won a couple times. Mita Pereira, Sebastian Munez, Henrik Stenson tied fourth. Kevin Na, I love that he's on Live. I guess love that. Bryson DeChambeau, T9. Cameron Smith, T9. Brooks Koepka, T12. I just don't think he turns it on for.
Oh, he doesn't care.
He doesn't care. Like he was like,
but he's always said that he doesn't care.
Always said that. Richard Bland tied 23. Patrick Reed tied 35. Bubba Watson 40th.
Phil the Thrill DFL, I think. Is that right?
Phil Mickelson +9 through 57. So yeah, Chase Koepka beats Phil by 1 stroke.
Love that.
Matthew Wolff withdraw. I think we need to do like a Matthew Wolff story. I think
the hell's happened to Matthew Wolff?
Just like why go to Live? Like was there an injury and then he just took the money?
I don't know.
Like I
think it was a money take, but he was one of those players who was like, well, I'm here to grow the game. Bullshit. No, you weren't there to grow the game. Nobody there is to grow the game. You know that the product is not growing the game.
He spent 3 years being on the short list for majors.
Just say.
Like he did.
Oh, yeah, he was.
You know? Like he was the hottest kid out of college golf in like 2017 or 18.
He was so good. Oh, speaking of college golf, I can't remember the kid's name, but he went straight from college to the PGA. You see that? Earned his tour card after the NCAA National Championship.
No, I did not look at that. That's
yeah. And that is what Liv was trying to do, is make it more accessible.
This is the thing that, like, everything that Phil Mickelson said, everything that everybody said about the PGA Tour being stingy and not together and not doing it right and all that nonsense
was true.
And the way that we know it's true is that they've come out and done it all.
Done all the things we don't have enough said they should have done.
We don't have enough money for purses. We don't have enough, we don't need all the player, input because we know what's right. Like, and then 10 minutes later, they're like, oh man, they're all going to go to Live. So let's give them everything Phil said they don't have.
Right.
That's just crazy. It's just crazy. Like, I think, we were going to it's not that we love Live.
Right.
I was just reading the leaderboard off my cell phone. I'm not like watching it like crazy. I'm not really following the courses. Like it's not, it's Trump National in DC. I know that. Like I know Harold Varner won. I sort of know who the top 3 is, but it doesn't appeal. Like the tournament setup doesn't appeal to me. The team stuff doesn't appeal to me. I'm not really interested in like Torque versus the range goats versus the high flyers versus whoever.
Oh yeah, nobody cares.
Nobody cares. Like, but it is another like platform for really good golf. Like, do you know anybody who can go out to Trump National Golf Club and shoot 12 under over 3 rounds?
No.
Shoot -4 from the tips?
Nope.
No, it's still really good golf. It's like, it's like the people who are going to be out there and say like, oh, this is bad golf are the same people who are like, oh, I don't watch the LPGA because they don't hit it as far.
Oh yeah, they're full of shit too.
Right?
Everybody.
Like, oh, it's like the
I think what we
LPGA
can
is not
take
good.
from this is everybody's full of shit.
Yeah. I mean, if you've listened to this podcast at all in the last 2 years, we like huge proponents for LPGA golf. We don't watch it enough. It doesn't get enough coverage. Like, I wish that we had the time to like deep dive it and read all the articles and make sure that it got the thing that, but there's so much. So there's just so much PGA Tour garbage being thrown at the wall. So we have a hard time picking through that even. And I shouldn't be admitting this as somebody who's trying to get a press pass to somewhere, but we do.
We'll look closer with press passes.
Yep. So we've got our picks in. We've talked about Liv. We've talked about Muirfield. We've talked about the Charles Schwab.
Yes.
What do you want to say about the Ryder Cup? The Ryder Cup has been talked about a lot this last week.
Oh yeah, I think because I did want to talk about it, but I think we do need to save it for closer to the Ryder Cup. But I will say, I don't care what tour you play on. I'm with Brad Faxon on this. If you're an American and you play the best golf in the world, you're allowed on the team.
Yeah. So John Rahm said yesterday that there's always been a Spanish duo. Yep. You got to ask very specifically because Sergio Garcia doesn't have a spot on the Ryder Cup team.
Which is bullshit. He's
not going
perennial.
Yeah.
Ryder Cup player.
Yeah, he's perennial. And like he just qualified for the US Open through qualifying. Like again, everybody was like, "Oh, well, if you're good enough to make it into the US Open, like you should go qualify. Like you left the PGA Tour, you left all these places."
And he did. Of course he did. He's Sergio Garcia.
He shot like in the mid-60s 3 days in a row. He shot mid-60s 3 days in a row. I
hate Sergio Garcia, but damn it, he deserves to be in the majors.
Everybody hates
He
Sergio
won the
Garcia.
Masters.
Everybody hates Sergio Garcia.
And they hate Patrick Reed too, but guess what? He won the Masters.
The Masters, yeah. I don't care if Patrick Reed is
another perennial player.
He's the chubbiest Captain America of all time.
Yeah, and he rocks in team golf.
Yeah. I just wish he hadn't lost to Rory McIlroy at Hazeltine or whatever it was.
Yeah.
But yeah, so John Rahm is like disappointed. Like, the best golfer should be on it. The reason I kind of want to talk about this is, and I don't know if taking shots at other podcasts is the right way to do it, but I was listening to NLU Laying Up, and I was listening to The First Cut with Kyle Porter. And they're both sitting there going like, well, Liv is trying to take the money out of the pockets of the DP World Cup or DP World Tour. And the DP World Tour has a business model. And like Liv is trying to basically strangle the DP World Tour and sue them so that they can continue to be a worldwide tour. And, their players can basically have the best of both worlds. The PGA Tour doesn't really have that problem because their pockets are so deep. But like, no, like these guys, like the DP World Tour, and then I think it's the PGA of America, right? Like the PGA of America, like sets up the Ryder Cup. So it's not the PGA Tour. Like the PGA Tour is affiliated with, but no, this is a true exhibition match. Yeah. Like the Ryder Cup, like Liv, right? It's an exhibition match. It's, it's
the President's Cup. It's all fun.
Yeah. It's like the best of the best playing for, you're playing for beers at the end of it. You're playing for bragging rights against your best friends who you're going to see at the 4 majors next year anyway. Right? Like you just want to rub it in their faces and drink champagne and do whatever you want. I think the thing that drives me crazy is that you're going to sit there and be like, well, this is against the business model of the DP, of the DP World Tour. But at the end of the day, like if this is the biggest moneymaker for the DP World Tour, which it is, like you want to have the best product possible, and the best product possible may not be the best golfers, right? Like, like the best product possible is going to be like maybe the most controversial golfers, like maybe like the it's going to be the guys who are number 1 through 10 on the player impact program. Right? Like if they were basically saying that the Ryder Cup pays for the rest of the DP World Tour, that the Ryder Cup makes so much money, TV money and fan money, that it pays for basically 2 years of the DP World Tour. Which if that's the case, like my number 1 captain's pick would be Sergio Garcia.
100%.
Because I think 25% of the people there would be buying tickets just to boo him.
I would.
Like, right? Like I would not only is he European, but he plays for Live, and I'm a staunch PGA American supporter, and I want to yell at everybody. Like Henrik Stenson, again, like ice cold in those events. Like I just like wanted to come out and have my piece, which is like, if you're going to come out and say that they left the DP Tour and they left like the European, like number one, it's insane that you have to be a member of the DP World Tour in order to play on the Ryder Cup team.
That's so stupid.
And they changed the rule for Rory. Like Rory was like, I don't want to play 6 European Tour events. And they were like, fine, well, you only have to play 4 to be a member of the European Tour. And so it's like, okay, so you have to be a member of the European Tour, which means 4 events. Yeah. I don't know if that includes majors. I know that definitely includes the British Open.
Yeah, the Open Championship. He's playing in the...
They always play in Dubai. They always play that first event in Dubai.
Oh, do they?
Yeah. Rory
You're
always
telling
plays
me that they play in the Middle East?
Yeah. And then I think they also...
They're taking Saudi money.
I think it's Middle East money.
It's ridiculous.
But
what I'm saying, the whole thing's
called
stupid.
the Race to Dubai, right? Like it's the Emirates. Like it's...
Right. The whole thing is stupid.
Yeah. It's called the Race to Dubai. You win the Race to Dubai season-long championship.
Patrick Reed won the Race to Dubai. He played 3 damn times.
I think the thing is when you win the Masters, you get so many Race to Dubai points.
Yeah.
You get so many, like the majors give you so many deep. The European Tour. Can we just stop calling it the DP World Tour? Because I don't even know what the DP and DP stands for.
Dude, perfect, I think.
I don't know. Like
the whole thing's dumb.
Yeah.
Everybody just wants their hand in making a decision about this. And really there's no decision to be had. If you're a European national, then you can qualify. If you're an American national, then you can qualify. That's the whole point of this, right?
Yeah. Like it's
for fun.
Yeah.
There's no Ryder Cup points. Or I'm sorry, there's no Race to Dubai points. Okay, there's no standings for the Tour Championship. Nothing. You don't get points towards the majors. Oh. You don't get world golf ranking points. Nothing.
Yeah.
Just shut up and play the Ryder Cup. Patrick Reed, Sergio Garcia. Let him play.
The DP World, so it's called DP World, and it's the world's leading provider of logistics. And they're from the UAE, the United Arab Emirates. Like
you're going to tell me that there's no dirty money in the DP World?
DP World began with a single Port Rashid in Dubai in the UAE. So basically, yeah, like they deal with world logistics. Basically, it's import export out of Dubai. What are they exporting? Oil, right?
Like, oil. Something. It doesn't even matter what they're exporting, but again, UAE. I'm going to go back to this. If you shop at Walmart, dirty money. It is what it is.
Yeah. I don't know any of that. You just threw that at me. I don't really know what that
has to be.
Okay.
You don't have that much money for, everybody just giving thumbs up to each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Come on.
I mean, but then the other thing that I thought was really interesting was like, they're like, well, NBC covers, the Olympics in China and in Russia. Like, you guys go there and you guys, support Russia and China and like go there and do this. And they're like, well, covering TV in countries like that isn't. But I think the point that they missed, which is really interesting, is like NBC pays like a lot of TV money to get sports on NBC. One of them being the Premier League.
The Premier League is so full of dirty money. It's not even funny.
Russian oligarchs, Saudi princes.
Yeah,
they pay $3 billion to have the Premier League for a number of years. And that money goes into the owners' pockets.
Leeds relegated recently.
Sorry, man. I'm really sorry about it. I'm learning all about AFC Richmond. I'm watching a great documentary about a certain Theodore Lasso. I think he's French.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough.
So I just think that when you're talking about billions of dollars, no one's clean. I'm not saying
nobody's clean.
I'm not a proponent for the Saudi government. I am not for their ideas or their beliefs or anything, but I just as a fan of golf,
right?
It doesn't make sense that we get to criticize where everybody's money comes from. And I'm not saying that we criticize where everybody's money comes from.
Oh, yeah.
I think that there should be a definite separation between the powers that be and the players. That's my end point. Like, I don't want to be mad at the players for wanting to provide for their families for 7 to 12 lifetimes.
Right.
At the highest level. Our producer is shaking her head. I think she might have a comment.
I just think that's just an absurd amount of money. Like, who needs that amount? That has nothing to do with where it comes from and who gets paid. It's just athletes in general, right? It's just an absurd amount.
Oh, athletes make way too much money.
Yeah, they're entertainers.
Yeah, the entertainment
they're
market
entertainers.
Is so flooded with cash.
It's because we're not going to get into the bigger problems with society. We're not going to do it. It's like, why do they make so much money? Because we now have 6-inch televisions in our pockets.
Oh, yeah. You know why entertainers make so much money? Because we pay to see them.
Because we watch the advertisements 15,000 times a day. We will watch a 10-second ad to see more entertainment.
Yeah.
That's why. Or we even now have paid subscriptions to be entertained. And
I swear to God, I won't watch a Facebook ad, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Second that thing pops up, I'm out.
All right. We're like, I feel like we spend an inordinate amount of time.
Damn, we got hit.
A non-proportionate amount of time discussing the chips on our shoulders. And I think at some point, we just have to believe that you believe us.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we know they believe us.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, like, we're not yelling. Like, me and Gunnar have the same opinions. We're not yelling at each other. I don't know why we keep doing this.
Because it's fun.
I'm excited to watch Memorial. You've got your picks in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just think the Ryder Cup is like, have the best players there. It's right. This is what happens. This is what is going to happen. This is going to happen, Gunnar.
Yep.
Whoever loses gets to say, well, it's not fair. We didn't have Sergio Garcia on our team. You guys have Brooks Koepka.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Right? Like, it's an unfair situation for these captains to be in, because if they win and Brooks Koepka is on the team, it's because Brooks Koepka
Brooks is on the team
and he's got 3 wins. You know what I mean? Or they lose and Brooks Koepka is not on the team.
Do we think it's a foregone conclusion, though, that the U.S. is going to win this one?
I think odds-wise, it's insane.
Yeah. It has to.
I just think, especially if
and
I
don't even think it's close. I don't even think they get through the first round on the last day.
You think it's like 15-9 or something dumb?
Yeah, I think it's stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I think also, from what I understand, the course setup in Rome is. Yeah, I think it might even be a hard watch on television. I think they're setting up the course for.
How did Rome get the Ryder Cup?
I don't know. I think they just needed to put one in Italy. It's like it should be in Scotland every year.
Oh yeah,
every European one should be in every great Scottish course just over.
Oh yeah, because and it's only played every 2 years, so who cares?
It's like, why go? It's like, oh, this one's in Italy. So they're gonna put one in Greece or Spain or Portugal.
It can't be good.
I just don't know what to expect. So, yeah.
If the damn Pantheon isn't in the background at all times, I'm out.
The Colosseum. It's got to be the Pantheon is in Greece, isn't? Where's the Pantheon?
I thought the Pantheon was in Rome.
No, I'm pretty sure the Pantheon is Greek. Hold on, our producer's looking it up.
Somebody look it up.
This is why we have a producer now.
Super producer Kate, we need the information.
The Colosseum's in Rome.
That is true. I know that.
The Pantheon is in Rome. I'm the idiot.
Suck it.
This is why you have a bachelor's degree and I have half of an associate's.
I'm smart.
You're real smart. All right. I think that's what. Oh yeah, we've got 4 minutes left. Are we gonna do what we did in golf this week?
All right. Everybody go to Club Champion. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's like heaven, and everybody's super nice there. I don't even care where you go, but the one in Charlottesville, specifically Charlottesville, Virginia, just go there and they'll take care of you. And it was great. And they adjusted Gavin's putter. And
can you go a bit more in depth? Can you just not like?
Well, you said I had 4 minutes.
Yeah, you still have another 3.5 minutes after you just gushed after the actual facility.
I just went after
that's what happened.
Okay, so we went in there and we got a full bag fitting. Okay, everything was good to go because I'm an expert club fitter, except for his 3-wood, which they changed to a 7-wood, the new Callaway Paradigm 7-wood, which we got for half price. Nice. Because we bought it through the fitting, which also comes with 3 free 1-hour lessons. So total steal.
Yeah.
They did the putter fitting, and he was like, "Oh, this is off by 2 degrees." It's doing like little skips at the start. He goes and bends
he's so like Gavin's so dialed in with his putter. Dialed in. But is he not used to that, or did he hate it? Does he like it better now?
Oh no, it's more money than it ever has been.
No.
Yeah, by really? A 2-degree bend.
That's insane.
No more skipping. It's pure roll every time. It was such an incredible experience. Big shout out to them. I definitely walked away going, I gotta go use this. So
I had two friends,
the truth behind getting a true bag fitting is unbelievable. I couldn't believe it.
Well, I wish you would have told me. I had 2 friends just do this in the last month, and they would have given you some discount codes or whatever, some referral codes.
Oh, well, yeah, they helped us out.
Yeah,
I'm not going to
do a great job.
I'm not going to use names, but they were amazing.
Yeah, the one here in West Long Branch, I've had two of the guys I golf with all the time just went and did it and spent an absurd amount of money getting full bag fittings and then buying the clubs through it. Ooh, yeah, they I believe they're now in debt to Club Champion, so good for them.
I have to be, yeah.
I still kind of refuse to do it. I might go and get like some lofts and some lies fixed, but I don't necessarily want to go and like trade in and upgrade my entire set just yet.
So well, that's the best part. You don't have to. You just walk in with your clubs and say, fix them for me right now.
Yeah,
the way they are.
Well, so that's
do that. They don't even care.
So Kate was saying we have lessons. She's got 4 lessons. I've got 10 hours. So I'm excited to dial in. That's one of the things that I like kind of miss having is my indoor simulator. I'm really happy that you have it and are using it
we're
constantly.
Using the hell out of it.
Are you?
Yeah.
Are you writing down your course records?
No. See, Gavin's the only one who plays the courses.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't want me to sit there and beat them because I'm so good. Is what he says.
That's great.
I'm not saying it. He said it.
So so I just want to get 10 hours like on a TrackMan, right? Like I'm just gonna get my 10 hours on a TrackMan, have a great time, feel like I'm getting my swing dialed in, know my shot shape again, remember all the things I've had in lessons over the last few years, and just like see if I can get back down to like my 10 handicap because I miss it. I miss it desperately. They've this place I'm going to. It's called Tee to Green. It's got like a chipping area. It's got 8 bays. It's got lessons, and then it's got the putter thing that you were talking about. It's got that putter reader. So I'm going to use it all. I'm just going to have a great time with it and just basically like use this summer and fall, get my swing dialed in so I can keep playing just good golf. I'm sort of, I backslid so much. It got really frustrating. I backslid probably to a 15 or an 18. Like when you go out and you're sort of like, oh, I would like to like shoot 85. And then you sort of have to be happy just like breaking 90. It's not where you want to be. So,
it gets frustrating.
Yeah. I'm going to do that. So, but other than that, I mean, like everything in the golf world is great for you as well.
Yeah. And when we come back next week, I have learned everything I could possibly learn about smash factor and how that plays a role in golf clubs.
Well, we'll discuss smash factor. I mean,
this is awesome. This is where I love is techie stuff. So here we go.
Thank you for listening to the Couch Caddies. I'm Ben. It's Gunnar.
That's me.
Like, subscribe, follow us, YouTube, Instagram, Spotify, and Apple iTunes. Have a great week, guys.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Enjoy.
You've been listening to
the Couch Caddies.
That's right.
We're just
with
two
Kate.
guys, 28 clubs, 0 putts given.
Well, it says less than a minute. We're going to shut off in like